Greetings and welcome. This is Coach Veronica Marie, and I am here to talk to you and really just encourage you to let go of struggle love mentalities. What is struggle love? This idea that loving someone is hard and it's going to take so much effort and so much work, and nobody's perfect, and you're going to have to love people through hard times and accept them for who they are and loving beyond fault flaws. This is struggle love mentality, right? And so the first thing I would like to say is, if you struggle within yourself and you create struggles within yourself, then you are going to have struggles with other people. As simple as that. If you create suffering within yourself and you don't know how to not create suffering, then you're going to have suffering with other people. And as you would say, because of other people. If you think that your emotions are irrelevant or unimportant, or if you are not well versed in understanding and alchemizing emotions, when I say alchemizing, I mean getting the soul message from the emotion so that you can know what action to take, then you're not going to do well with other people's emotions. So to let go of struggle love mentality, it means becoming at peace, in peace, one with peace within yourself and with yourself. If there are previous versions of yourself that you do not accept, you reject, you suppress, if there are places in you that operate in shame and you hide and you don't want to make it fully known, maybe you don't want your desires to be fully known, or you don't um, give deeply heartfelt answers so you cannot be known, then you're going to have struggle love with others. If you are not well versed in conflict resolution, and I'm talking about real deep conflict resolution, then you're not going to be able to resolve conflict with others. If you have a defensive posture and you operate in unaware spaces within yourself, then you're going to create a struggle love dynamic. If you think other people can make you feel any kind of way and you blame and accuse people because for how you feel, then you're going to create struggle love. I'm encouraging you to come out of those dynamics. So I have a book that it's a nice place to start. It's my ebook. You can get it at veronicamarie.com and begin working on some self intimacy. Begin understanding, acknowledging, and integrating your full self for a deeper experience with others. Alignment is important. When you don't know how to gauge alignment, then you make unaligned alliances. You get in relationships that are unaligned. And because someone told you that relationships take work, you accept that unalignedness as normal. And then you feel frustrated when it's not working out. Release struggle love mentalities, right? Take opportunities to get to know people in a deep way. If you don't understand how to get to know people in a deep way, sign up for a session and let's talk about it. You can sign up at veronicamarie.com. I'm offering this information because I know most people don't have it. There's a plethora of information about struggle love mentalities. And in my opinion, not enough teachings on how to flow in love with others. This could be family, this could be friends, this could be romance, this could be on the job, whatever it is. Being in love is liberating. Being in love is freeing. And when I say being in love, I'm not talking about this romantic ideal of in love. I'm talking about yourself, being one with yourself. That is in love, and sharing that with other people who are one within themselves or coming to be one within themselves. This is how you release some of these struggle love mentalities. Again, alignment is super important. What does alignment mean? Do we have the same belief systems in areas that really matter? We don't need all the same belief systems. I can believe kale is good. You can believe kale is not good. You could be vegetarian. I could be pescatarian. That's not important to me. To someone else, that may be important. For me, spirituality matters, right? So do we have similar spiritual approaches? If not, similar approaches, can we come to some kind of synergy within and between our approaches? For some people, spirituality really matters and you need to be in the same system, right? So there's a scripture that says, "Do not be unequally yoked," right? That's a scripture for Christians. Do not be unequally yoked with unbelievers, people who do not have the same belief systems. Why? Because it's going to cause conflict that you cannot resolve unless one person shifts how they think. This is the other thing. I think it's time to move away from thinking that people need to change how they are simply because you don't like it or simply because it's inconvenient to you. I think that's part of what creates struggle love. You begin to beg people to change, expect them to change, want them to change. Some of them try to change to no avail, some don't. Some feel pressured and trapped. This is struggle love mentality. You have to learn how not to ask or expect or assume that people want to change, right? But because alignment is important in a particular area, you need to talk about it. And adults can say, hey, this doesn't align. What do we want to do about it? Being able to shift is necessary. For some people, shifting is scary because they fear loss and they have some abandonment things going on. You need to heal that in order for you to have some adult conversations. You're not going to be able to have a firm conversation about a real problem in a mature way if your abandonment fears and fears of disconnection and fears of being judged and insecurities come up. They're going to sabotage what you're saying you want, which is open communication. Those things cause communication to shut down around certain areas and things that you feel comfortable in and with. Come away from struggle love mentality. Bonding and connecting with people does not have to be difficult if you assess some of the things that I've spoken about and really work through them. What's important to you? What do you want to feel? Sometimes I ask people, what do you desire? And they tell me what they don't desire. Well, that's part of it, but you really need to know what it is you desire, or how else do you know whether or not you're in alignment? You don't know. You begin to enter into connections trying to see what it's going to be, but you don't even know what you're looking for. You don't know what you're trying to create, so you definitely can't create it. And most people who do this end up fussing about things that seem trivial to the other person. But what it's really saying is you need to drill down, hone in, and collect your thoughts about your deepest desires and ask these questions. You know how many people never ask me about my deepest desires, my deepest aspirations, the things I would love to see, whether or not I know how to create it, what it takes to create. People don't ask me those kind of questions, but I ask those questions, right? Generally, people don't, I should say. But I ask those questions because I know that's giving me insight on alignment. You need to look for alignment, right? Not just a love, not just a relationship, not just someone to be with because you don't like to be alone, not even just someone to need you. You need to understand what you want, what you desire, what you're hoping to create. You need to understand on some level how to begin creating it and align with people who also want that and either know how to create it or are also learning to create. The heart is a beautiful organ. The heart space is a beautiful energetic system. It connects us to people and often connects us quickly. And that's beautiful. Learn how to enjoy that without pressing for more when you have no clue about alignment. Enjoy where you are. Explore that heart space. Expand it. Do so while you're discovering what we are aligned for. A lot of people don't know that your heart space being touched, invigorated, and expanded by a connection does not mean you need to be romantic. It could, It may mean that you need to be in some other type of relationship that might include a flicker of romance. But if you only know romantic and platonic, then you're severely limited and you don't know what to do with your heart space when you feel touched by someone. You think you need to push it into romance. Other people think they need to push it away and not become too emotional. Both are dysfunctional. Both ideas are creating struggle love. You know, there are other options to in relationships, especially romance, beyond friend and partnership. There's more. You just need to explore it. Maybe you could Google it. Maybe you can come up with a unique expression of it within yourself. Either way, black or white thinking usually does not serve you. It causes you to move in a lot in connections that are not aligned because your heart space is activated and you don't know what to do with that. It causes you to push people away, right? Because you have engaged alignment. You don't know them very well. And so you don't trust your heart. A lot of people move in distrust of their heart space as if something is wrong with their heart. Nothing is wrong with your heart space. The problem lies in the fact that you are not well versed in different types of connections. So you push for one or you push away in another situation and you don't get what you want. You feel unsatisfied. Come out of struggle love mentalities. Okay. And here's the other thing. When your heart is open and expanded, you are not owed openness and expansion from the other person. It's time for you to live by your heart space, not the other person's heart space. A lot of people will feel love and adoration and expanded heart space, but because they are in some kind of lack energy, they don't come fully forward in it or express it or enjoy it within themselves, even because if the other person doesn't feel it, they don't want to look stupid. They don't want to look thirsty. They listen, if your heart space is expanded, you're going to have to learn how to enjoy that, whether it's reciprocated or not. Am I saying pursue people who are not interested? No. Am I saying place pressure on people who are not interested? No. But your heart space expansion is primarily for you to experience more of yourself, more aliveness in life. It's not primarily for the other person. You know, a struggle love mentality is this idea that you're giving your heart to someone. No, you're experiencing the fullness of your heart and inviting them into that full experience. And hopefully they're doing the same. Release struggle love mentalities. That's it. My name is Coach Veronica Marie, and I am a fitness coach, a nutrition coach, an emotional wellness coach, and a feminine wisdom mentor. And I love helping people live a healthier and a happier life. Like, subscribe, share the video, and check out my website.